Hi guys, my name is Lisa Dinh and this is my hair studio. So my parents influenced me, well my mom, she took me to the salon when I was in grade 4 to get red and blonde highlights. And I remember just being that age and just feeling like I really loved being in the beauty salon. That really started something in me where I really felt like the beauty industry was somewhere I wanted to be in, so my mom had a big influence in that. I felt like the peak moment was when I was in high school, and that's the age when you have to figure out what you want to do, what college you want to go to. A lot of my friends went to university and I just really felt stuck. I felt like I didn't know what I wanted to do, and in high school I took a cosmetology class in grade 12, and that's when I realized, you know, I could really do hairstyling and maybe that was an industry I could take, especially since I really loved the beauty industry. So that was the route I decided to take, and that's kind of when I really felt like that was the moment when I decided I wanted to get into the beauty industry. So from working from the basements to working to the salons, it was definitely a hard experience for me because coming out of hair school, I never really felt like I belonged in any of the salons. I was in and out of so many salons and I couldn't find one that I really felt purpose in or passion for. I felt like it was really hard for me to find one where someone appreciated me as an artist and as an individual. So that's when I decided to work freelance for myself in the basement, and I felt like the difference is if you're not working for yourself, you really have to find a salon that you really love and can see yourself grow in. So there's a huge difference in both atmospheres. The feelings in terms of working for someone and working, you know, as my own boss is when you're working for other people, you're working for other people's dreams. You're building their dreams and, you know, their mission or their statements for whatever salon they're in. But for me, I really felt like to work for myself is like you build the values and the core values and the morals that you have for yourself. Like you're able to bring that out when you work for yourself. When you work for yourself, you're able to kind of have a dream and work towards it, but create your own vision. So it's definitely different working for yourself and working for other people. So the transition was definitely difficult. I mean, everything is challenging and there's obstacles every step of the way. I felt like coming from a role from being a freelance hairstylist, all of a sudden being thrown into being a boss, being a mentor, being a manager, and a salon owner, it's overwhelming. So there's definitely a lot of challenges. But it's definitely really rewarding knowing that you're able to almost be able to be all of that for, you know, the whole team. So there's definitely a lot of changes, and the most challenging part is just transitioning into that because you go from just, you know, looking after yourself to all of a sudden managing a whole team. So throughout this whole process, I definitely felt like giving up many times. It's definitely really challenging because there's a lot of obstacles, so I feel like with everyone, you're always going to want to give up. So definitely many times I felt like giving up, and you know, the hardest part is not giving up. So Guy Tang, he's pretty much one of the hair gurus in LA, West Hollywood. He's a big influence in my life because to have someone at that kind of level in the industry reach out to you and want to support someone, especially me, just being someone from Toronto, that was really a big thing for me because I felt like someone was genuinely wanting to see me do well, and to have a mentor kind of in a whole different level, be able to reach out and really show you what it is to, you know, he gave me the confidence I needed, and that confidence kind of got me to where I am now. So he plays a big influence on my life, and he definitely still, to this day, if I have any questions about anything or if I'm lost in any way, he's always there to kind of guide me through that. And I think it's really important to have that, but to have someone like Guy Tang be able to do that means a lot to me, and I felt like that support alone has pretty much got me to where I am. I think what contributed to our success was just more so the girls that kind of started with me from my basement to kind of fall into the salon. They really just want to relate, and I find that our story really brings in the girls. It's not just the hair, like they really want to be part of the whole success story. They want to see it, and a lot of the girls have followed me through from my basement, from places I rented to where I am now. So I find that just draws a lot of the girls in, and because of that, it kind of sets us apart from other salons. It's the girls, when they come, like they're relatable as well, and they see all our stories for the whole team. So I find that really kind of just draws people in. So as a new business owner, pretty much every challenge was a challenge. Like there's a lot of obstacles when you open a business, and for me, I didn't have anyone there to help me. There's a lot of in and outs that you need to know, and for me, I just found that like it's important to have someone there to help and guide you. I didn't have that along the way, so it's more so I had to kind of learn everything on my own, figure things out, problem solve, and that was pretty much really challenging. The advice I would give someone is pretty much to have an end goal, and the reason for an end goal is when you're working towards an end goal, you almost are fulfilling a purpose. But without having an end goal, you don't really have a purpose. So I find that for anyone trying to be successful in anything, always have an end goal in mind, because that is what's going to help keep you going, and that's going to help you kind of like persevere and everything. So definitely everyone needs to have an end goal, and that's how pretty much I got here, is I have an end goal in mind. So I find that that would be one of the advice that I would give to anyone.